Now let's get back into this. I think I'm... Whoa, when did I... Okay, wait. That's the time, or how... Yeah? Okay, I guess this one's okay. I saved so many. Yeah, we're gonna play some more Phoenix Wright. Oh crap. The course now in session. Oh yeah, the bird. Birdman. Oh, he's so pissed. Well, very. Apparently the prosecution is ready. Who's the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. A prediction. Today, the trial will end 3 minutes from now. Is that... something? Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of this statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? You're kind of cheapening the idea of objection. It will be... I used to be like, oh man, objection really means something. It must. And now I'm just saying, oh, well, they just throw it around like every 5 seconds. It's like lightsabers. Now, it will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'm calling my witness to the stand. It's the mysterious boat shop owner. Okay. Witness, state your profession. Did I say hello to you, Werewolf? ZZ. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats. Okay, the night of the incident, were you in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, sure. I just got saying. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I have prediction. Okay, you can't pull this bullshit. The witness will state his name. Thank you. Jeez. You'll probably recognize him from the court case. Well, I'm not really sure. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say. Yes, but the incident took place... So, okay, but it's not a hard thing. If a witness comes up and says, oh, I've got huge memory issues, he can testify very well. But this is like a Game Gear game, not Game... Oh, I called it a Game Gear game. If this had come out on Game Gear, and it was like 8-bit, would that have saved the Game Gear? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. I looked out the window and I saw a boat just floating there on the lake. And I heard another bang. So did they steal the boat from you, or did you actually rent it? I wonder if that's an in. Just about then, a boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. There is nothing to question in my witness testimony, ergo no cross-examination. Judge, your verdict now. Mr. Wright? No, I'm gonna cross-examine you, asshole. What are you saying? Of course I'm cross-examining. Oh. Oh, the scree! 3 minutes just passed. I see, then. Well, that's why they call it a prediction. Nostra dumbass. Okay. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Okay, I'm just gonna press. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Then when I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seemed so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did, yep. You see, continue. Now you see, what happens when a lawyer says, hey, I asked him and he remembered clearly. I was in the restaurant air rent boat as usual. Hey, crew, is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for court of law, right? Exactly what's not good enough? And Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? Prosecutor's disease, we did not provide the witness in... We cannot prove that the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Wait, did he just admit it? I heard a bang. Yep. That seems important. I can't confirm he was there. Okay, I'll just... And when did the bang seem to come from? Was it from the lake, I figured. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Okay. And look out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the... There's no reason not to just question everything. Was there someone in the boat? Unless you're speed running. It was pretty far out, I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men up there. Yep. And you couldn't see them clearly. The first one came out and the Game Boy Advance and the Game Gear was just... Yeah, but I'm just saying, if like, even if the... Like, had a... Like, maybe stop it at the samurai thing. Or make it really, really, really low tech. At the time. Wait, that was something. Damn it. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots in total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Okay, about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Can you identify the man? By your window. Yep, out my right the window of my little shack. And you could see the man's face clearly? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Okay, I have a bad feeling about this. The man was the defendant. He's saying, I can't believe he's dead. If I know about him, he spent time preparing his witness. I'm going to find some contradictions easily in this. I'm not going to go into contradictions. It's tough being a lawyer. It was midnight. It was a restaurant where I rent boats. Heard a loud bang. Ran out by my window, floating by the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just when the boat comes to the shore and a man walks by my window. Wait, are we still, like, concerned that, like, the gun that fired the bullet didn't match, like, his hand? And going by the logic of this one game, no second pair of handprints can ever get on a gun? Okay, let's see. That's that. Polly. And up by my window. The man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad? Oh, so he's gonna do it. Darn certain. I said, I can't believe as he was walking by, too. Okay. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edwards? It was him, the Edwards boy. This sounds like a decisive evidence. I see no room for doubt, other than the fact that you haven't found a murder weapon. It lured me to a cross-examine so you can set me up. Nick, I don't think things the way we're going to go. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better be quick. Your Honor, we proved yesterday at trial that it could not have been Edward to fire the gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints? Yeah, that's what I was saying. The photograph showing the man fired his left hand? Exactly. So what, he flipped it? This is easily explainable. He could have wiped his fingerprints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness testimony is true. Judge is lost in his thoughts. Your Honor, this witness claims Edward said, "I can't believe he's dead." But his words is all we have. If you were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, I have the court of law. The evidence tells all. Apparently, you haven't realized even the basic facts. If he says his testimony is a lie, show us the proof. Nick, do you have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. Oh, 3 minutes was perhaps far too... Oh, 15 minutes isn't bad. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. So what? He's gonna just say? The defendant is extremely clear. I have no interpretations. What? No. The court finds the defendant. Oh, really? Okay, I guess I lost one. Wait, okay, no. Who was that just now? Me. Larry? Oh, okay, so... Was I supposed to lose, or what? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. Today I remember it. Remember what? The gunshot, I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Vaughn. So you say you heard a gunshot? I was sitting there in the audience. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyway, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murder. Let me testify. Okay. So that was kind of a fight we were supposed to lose for a little bit. Judge, you've already given your decision. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. You're right, okay? Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In a court of proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Okay. Was there anything I could have done to have prevented that fake out? I order you to call this new witness now. The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Well, why would the lawyer do it? Unless he had something out for his dad. Which, I don't know. Huh, okay, yeah, maybe. He says he hasn't lost in 30 or 40 years? Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth, you're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Harry was there at the lake that night, yes. He said he was looking for his steel samurai balloon and it flew into the lake. He found the balloon and the air tank that night. Hey, Edgeworth, You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? I'm gonna die! It is nothing, Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What mascara do you use? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Hey, Arcade. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. When I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me, I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance of on-camera has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfect prepared witnesses. Perfect complete evidence. That's the secret of the success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't talked to testify before court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his story will be full of holes, right? Uh-huh. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Okay. Court is back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. I'm afraid I didn't have time to prepare as witness. Just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Okay, so. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, but I found it. Okay. So I quietly swept the boat back into the rental dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So wait, you heard a single gunshot? That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, come to this, there's no way to go around it. Okay. I'm going to ask him why he didn't hear 2 gunshots. That night, I was out on the boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, first of all, what time was it? It was after 11. I went out on the boat by the time everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Mr. Butts, what is it you were looking for? What the witness searching for was irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. This is all irrelevant. Let's get this over. Oh, so it doesn't matter. So I slipped the boat back in the rental dock. Around what time was this? I figured I was out searching for about an hour. So 12, okay. You don't give me that face. I'm not sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Just didn't think about going home, I heard a bang. Okay. Where did the sound come from? The lake. I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked over the lake and I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Whoa, 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 everybody just calm down. I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Huh. After I heard the single gunshot, I went home. So you heard only one. I like how it keeps making the bang sound. Yeah. Huh. Pretty wishy-washy. It was a pretty wishy, wasn't it? I guess we should start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. Wish I could call my sister. Okay, what do I do? I was out the boat on the lake at night. Okay, I was looking for something and I found it. Hey, Arcade. Ah, crap. Looking for something? Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. We've already been through this. It's not, it was quiet, so I slipped back into the boat rental place. Okay, well that's a picture of that. That's a second photo of lake. Shows an empty lake. Oh! 1150. Overhead map of Gordy. No, I don't. Do I do the bird? Why would I do the bird right now? I think I was going, I heard a bang. I didn't see a boat. Okay, well, I'm gonna present this picture. Well, what do I do? Do I just present the bird? No, okay, cool. Okay, let me just save, I guess. I'll save scum it. What am I looking for here? Oh, no. Reset everything. No. Back. I looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. Overhead map of Gordy Lake. Yeah, I mean, I have it, but what do I need to do? When do I do it? It's not a contradiction. After I heard a single gunshot, I went home. Okay. Well, it was late. I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something. Damn it, I want to present. I don't want to do that. Except development. Okay, let's just try the bird. Whatever. No. So I quickly slipped the rental up in the dock. And then I went home. I was about to go home when I heard a bang. That's great. I'm looking out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. Okay, overhead map. That's the second photo. It shows an empty lake taken after minutes. That's just that. That's a metal detector that I have. Your Honor? Oh, it is clear contradictions to my thought. No? You don't sound very convincing. Huh. Screw it, I'm just gonna tank this. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. No, just wait. Okay. Okay, so let's see. That night, I was out on a lake on the boat. I was looking for something that I found. Whatever, prison. Okay, whatever. Okay. Looked out over the lake and I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that second gunshot, I went home. He's nervous about something. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Oh, Lada's testimony, duh. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one shot, are you sure? That's what I said. Miss Lada's testimony said yesterday the old man just now had said the same. Both of them heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all what they said? You know something about... Nothing's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? Like, I'm a customer here. So... That's not how it works. What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? You're not sure. Great. Well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. The bird? My radio, dude, with my headphones. Okay, you idiot. Order, stop bowing. Mr. Butts. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Didn't they have, like, iPod Nanos at the time? What a waste of time. Mr. Wright, should we continue the witness? Should we continue? Yeah, let's continue, sure. Please allow me to witness continue. Okay, witness revised. Okay, it's lonely being alone, on yeah, that's what lonely means. That's why I was listening to the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying, too, when I heard it. Ah, okay. You were listening to your radio at full volume. Yeah, what's the problem? In Japan? With this law system? No, I don't think so. Hey, Matt. And you believe a word of this witness? What we heard today was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers the exact DJ. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what is it when you heard no music? The DJ was talking between songs, so he could hear the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Can't believe I'm continuing the charade. Charade? Well, it was lonely Christmas Eve. That's why I listened to All Request Show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real loud and booming like. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ said. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these catch. Well, if I can figure out... We should care. We can figure out what time it is exactly. Of course we should. Well, very well. We can pinpoint the exact moment if there's a radio log. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But if it's almost Christmas, then it was at least like, I don't know, 12... I would say anywhere between 11:55 and 11:59. I got to press him. 11:50, 10 minutes. Cool. I got to press it. It'll only be on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request radio, see? Do you remember by any chance the name of the program you were listening to? This is... Objection sustained. The witness was listening to radio. That's all we need to know. There's other channels, you know. Asshole. As this is a real booming like. And I'm sure the gunshot. I remember the minute exactly, too. You said it's almost Christmas. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Yeah, Kevin's right. I'm sure this whole time. This is what... Okay, just wait. Okay, so this is... Oh. The death sometimes on the 24th or 25th. Automatically taken. Huh. Larry, are you absolutely sure that you're saying is correct? What's the matter? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? These days, we almost heard it was Christmas. Indeed. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When we heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But we should all have heard that gunshot after midnight. The photograph, Mrs. Hart's camera, was triggered 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, what does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. We can all trust my witness who can't remember if his family is around him or not. Clearly, the old man who falls asleep. Show who did it. What do you think about Mr. Butt's claim? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. We heard the gunshots before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me the evidence the gunshot before midnight. I just sent you the picture, right? I have a favorite saying I'd like to share with the court. I can tell you in their face. Show us the evidence. Okay, show me the evidence that there was a gunshot before midnight. Well, Oh, this one. Okay, I thought you said after midnight. Look at this photo. Every time I do it makes me whatever this face I'm doing. Every time I do, it makes me flick. This was try and witness on her man camera. The timestamp is 11:50. But there's nothing on the lake, Your Honor. The real issue was here not why nothing is shown on the photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean, Your Honor? This photograph was taken by a camera. The camera was set up to go for loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard the gunshot, it was almost definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Mr. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. The fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight, that's 30 minutes. That night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute passing between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. This camera was set to respond to loud noises. There's no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed the trigger. Sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clean at that night, man. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise was a gunshot? Oh, okay. Can I prove the loud noise was a gunshot? Overhead cam. Victim's only been disposition. Are we doing the bird? Okay, the camera triggers itself. The death, okay, that does nothing. Okay, I need to prove that that was a gunshot. Choose the lake. Photograph. Written on the back. Overhead shot. Ballistics found in the barrel. It does nothing. Make a noise when there's metallic. File. Okay, the only thing I have left is the bird. Oh. Maybe. Okay. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see, Your Honor? I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show me evidence. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely not the camera. I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight. Death. No. Automatic camera. No. Taken. That's the picture I showed. That's nothing. That's nothing. Overhead lake. That's a bullet. That's a gun that fired 3 times. Oh! This is the evidence. The murder weapon? Something about the pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both the witness who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Then, when was the last shot fired? Well, now I realize the truth. The 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order. What would make sense of that evidence we've seen? That would make evidence for the episode. However, this leaves me wondering what exactly happened that night at the lake. There were 2 sets of gunshots, separate. One at 11, one after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? He knows. Okay, you know what? When some guy says, why, I ask you, why? Then they're the ones that did it. Wait a second. Gunshots separated 25 minutes. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah. The murderer in that case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. Maya, if you don't figure this out, you never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm gonna go run with it. Safe, we're already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just want... Your Honor, yes? The testimony just now has cleared up this case entirely. What do you mean, Wright? Tisk tisk. Now you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer than Edwards himself. Wrong. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't by Edwards. Who did the shooting? Listen, rookie, take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. It's shown the photograph shows. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim. There was a gunshot fired on the boat, and Robert fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was less than a meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, still murder. It's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but assume that their victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean? We have photographic evidence at the time. Hold on, I'm hearing the phone call. Okay, I'm back. I had an outer body experience. We have photographic evidence, and the timestamps on the photo says 50 minutes, but Larry heard a gunshot 20 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men in the boat are. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and... It had to be the murderer and Mr. Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you told the court before. You said that Robert Hammond had been shot. Oh, that's right. Mr. Wright? Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:30, he assumed the disguise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Is that what happened? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us when he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of this. Ludicrous, Mr. Wright. Tell us the name of the murderer, then. Her name, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:15, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Caretaker? What did he do to this? There wasn't any boats on the lake. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? The real crime scene was not on the boat. Very well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder took place. Not there, not there. Well, where would it? Here, of course, the boat. Recall theirs, if you will. Okay, so just because I was outside of the boathouse, oh well, whatever. He finds and returns the boat. And he's just starting to head home and he hears the gunshot. He heard a gun, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Wouldn't be on the boat, he had just returned. The boat shop. That night, the caretaker on the boat called Robert Hammond to his shop. Okay, did he do this? Why would he do this? Okay, so what, he was out of it? He was crazy? That was when the gunshot Larry heard. After that, the caretaker put on Robert's coat. He became Robert Hammond. And then he got the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the lake. Then he fired the pistol on the boat. And who fired the boat taker? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Of course, yeah, why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Like, this could be solved if Edgeworth just got on the stand and said, hey, that boat taker, he's the guy I saw that night. It wasn't the other guy. I believe he shot to create a witness. So, right. If you're going to pin something on someone, and then you got to make a big scene, and ensure that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after the first shot. The murderer waits a bit and fires again. And then, he falls backwards. Huh. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to the boat and puts Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. That is what happened, Your Honor. Now, bailiff, what were we going to do? Bring out the witness before. The boat taker, quickly. Oh, okay, we're doing this, huh? Very well, while we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Good. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard that the defense was said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. He's so cool. I wish to just lay my head on his chest. Like a big comfy pillow. A couple days ago, I received a letter. The letter says signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. I'm sorry, I cannot say what it is. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I asked. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What should I do? Oh, he's a runner. Either he's a runner or he's just senile and ran off. Uncovering witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. I guess I'll say that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. One more thing. Just who is the boat taker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him. And I want to know who he is. Very well. Court adjourned. Cool. I did it. I mean, I lost a bunch, but I did it. Yay, Nick, you did it. Oh, you mean, what if the evil guy put him up to it? Maybe. Well, at least got two out of the under. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Once again, I sent through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our case weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Mr. Edgeworth, did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. I'm sorry, but I fear that... What do you mean? Right, there's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth, no. There is so little time left. I want to tell you to get this off of my chest, but... Oh, I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A crime, a memory of a murder. Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, it's still the same case, right? Oh, day 3, cool. Day 3, investigation! Okay, go back. Number 27th. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder! You really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life, never. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had 'em swing in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? What are you talking about? Are you high? You shaggy looking mother. I think we can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edward in that, dude. You guys should be bowing before me. Okay, today's trial. Larry, you should really help out. You really helped out with today's trial. You weren't there, Larry. I'm sure Mr. Edwards would have been found guilty. No, that goatee is totally Shaggy. This is anime Shaggy. But yeah, I guess Martin Mystery. The boat character Brian is pretty suspicious, but ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Thanks, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, you can really know he's telling the truth about that night. Nick, I don't know. But what am I do know this. I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Yeah, he means me. Wait, do I actually have to pick? Huh? Oh, actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the sentiment. Okay, Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but then they first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to be a defense attorney. Wait, was that the two classmates? Yes, in grade school. Uh-oh, the sentimental memory music. Memories. They saved me, Miles. And Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Uh-oh. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Nick, out with it. I'm going to... Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? A class trial. You remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. And of course, you have 3 days to prove you're innocent, or you're sentenced to death in Japanese school. The school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. Oh yeah, I remember it too. I do remember that. I see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming out with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Ah, I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. The moneybanker's such a meanie. Why are they all, like, ramming on him? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal. Wait, the teacher instantly believes them? And go on and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. It was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Oh, wow, that objection actually meant something. The only thing that belongs here, child, is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Oh, shit. What's this thing? It wasn't? Who stole the money? My money, was it? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Oh, crap, Edgeworth. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. This boy's innocence. Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Doesn't matter. Again, Velma. Why didn't you... This is anyway how it all. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person? Oh, Larry. You and your little boy shoes. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well, I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. The teacher stole it. After the Farias were best friends. Well, I had no idea. She's all like, damn, there goes my sake money. So alone without a friend in the world. You did good thing, Larry. And who would have thought I'd done? So I took it kind of personally, see? When someone smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. Aww. My dad is the best in the world! Okay, I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Look at his little bow tie. And a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had something to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of Demon... Wait? Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, and I don't know how many times he ever replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, so I learned why he had become who he became. That's why, and I decided. Are you telling me that you became a lawyer just to talk to a guy? That's why you became a defense attorney, to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew we'd have to meet whether or not he wanted to or not. In court, Edward believed in me, and I believed in him. Yeah, you're totally not repressing anything. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. Whoa, Nick, so that's why you helped me out for free? Yeah, I helped you out because, yeah, you totally weren't a stepping stone to me hooking up. Aw, Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth. Last time we did do. It very well may be. You're not gonna die. First, there's the brittle boat caker. You need to find out who or what he is. What? Wait, did I read that? I can't go back. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we gotta move. And I guess we're gonna go to Gourd Lake. Okay, entrance, Gourd Lake. Hey, you pal. Long time no see. Detective Gumshoes. What's one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. I used too much starch. Now I'm Dangerfield. I'm sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, I know who you really did it. You mean the boat taker? Like, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by the trial tomorrow. Come on. My duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me criminals. So how am I going to get close to the thing? Oh, one more thing. Eek. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. Turns out she was dead. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He's got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. Guess Lotta is in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna move. And we're gonna go to the public beach. Is Larry there? Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Look, looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up to work. Okay. Well, let's just see what this says. He took the day off. Pretty happy. Okay. Back, and then move into the boat rental shop, which should be like under police investigation. That old caretaker got away. Yep, I never imagined he might be a real murderer. Ooh. Oh, you. Ah, yeah, he's got his own theme. Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk? These days in my youth. Like the scent of... What do you keep saying that, Kreuzberg? There's no time for idle reminiscing. Yeah, what do you say is true? I saw today trial Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. if you find anything out, come by my office at once. Maybe I'll be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Monroe is doing here anyway? Who knows? Okay, we're gonna go to the caretaker's shack. And we're gonna talk to the bird some more. Larry! Nobody's home. Squawk, hello! Oh, it's Polly. I wonder where the owner's gone. Well, Squawk Squawk can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. I don't think he ran off. I think maybe he was spirited away by someone. Maybe I should take care of Polly. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know all about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Okay. Reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the name of the safe? 1228. Okay. Let's open it, Nick. It keeps the lock, right? So maybe there's something valuable inside. Evidence! Yes, you're right. Might be a clue or two. Okay, the only thing in here is a letter. Boring. There's no name or signature on this. Its handwriting is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge. Oh! Oh! So don't forget about the... Oh my gosh. How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it super good. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Okay. It also says this is your last chance. Now, this is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond. Oh! And frame Edgeworth. So he really just did do it. And getting on the boat. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out in court today. It's all here in perfect detail. Wait, okay, so I think... Okay, either Grossberg did it, or the other evil lawyer did it. Hey, Range. I don't know, but it looks like they're instructions for the caretaker. And he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions. What does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? That's one thing for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Cool. Now what about these oranges? Everything's cool. Well, they're oranges, so I wouldn't put... I guess he hasn't been back since the trial. What are these? Everything's cold. Look at these delicious pancakes. They can't be anything else. Okay, anything in the garbage? Ah! What's wrong, huh? Oh, never mind. Then tell me, when I saw the TV, I remembered. You're showing Princess Special this week. Oh, see? Yeah, so he was the bailiff. I sort of figured that would be who he was. So he was the bailiff, but again, who put him up to it? Examine, move. Okay, well, I guess we found the one thing we needed. Move. Move. The entrance. Can't go into the lake. Detention center. The office. Or we can go to the cops. I'm gonna go to the cops in Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. I'm gonna ask him what this letter's about. Class trial, what do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In the 3rd grade. Lunch money? Oh, right, yes, I seem to remember something like that. It's not the day I fell in love with Phoenix or anything. Well, it's probably the only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edward didn't, don't you know? That was the real reason we became a geologist. Ridiculous. That said, it sounds like the kind of thing you do. I haven't changed a bit. Yeah, you're right. So simple. To a fault, even. I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. Okay, I want to present you with... Oh, geez, I still got a lot, huh? Okay. Edward, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat renter lives. I see. Revenge on me? I'm telling you! Who's that old man? Right, I don't know. Could be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something. Nice, right? I don't remember that old man. Not at all. He was following this letter then, which means that someone else put him up to it, yeah. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Did he have an unusual love for picnic baskets? There's the suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll go through all this. Why did you become a prosecutor? Used to look up to your dad, he was a defense attorney. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any other way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On the day 15 years ago, three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall. Is that what your rebuttal? That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in the murder. He claimed Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen. Well, I guess so. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with... It's kind of the thing that's always bothered me about the end of The Dark Knight Rises, or The Dark Knight, or whatever. Like... Like, you could totally argue that Two-Face... I mean, I know he murdered someone before he became Two-Face. And that's the sort of the actual origin of Two-Face. But, like... You could have argued that he was filled with just like so many drugs at the end of that. His face was on fire. The Joker had like released him and bombed the hospital that he was located in. Like you could have totally like just said, you could have kept Batman around and been like, oh well, Two-Face, he was just out of his mind by then. I guess that doesn't change, but like, he was a perfectionist in all things in court. He was in personal life. He was obsessed with doing everything perfectly. So wait, okay, so yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking it doesn't I don't know. I'm not the hugest Nolan fan. not to the point of just like, it's just more like, eh. Like, eh. I think of Nolan movies the same way I think of Lemon Pie. It's just like, no, I don't, no, thank you. It's not like, ugh. It's just that, no, I just don't like, it's fine. If you know what I mean. If I could, like, put an actual, like, if taste means anything. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I think what happened is that maybe him losing the last 3 trials in a row, or 2 or 3, was it 3 or was it 2? Anyway, I think that may have like thrown karma off the edge. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent, however, it's impossible for any of the accuracy to determine in this case. All one does is his job to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's well impossible to find a weakness in him. I mean, he kind of like did a guttural screech in the middle of court yesterday. Should a weakness appear, he would do anything in his power to get away with it. I'm sorry, this is a plan. Okay, all the little stupid icons for like giving me 100% in the thing, is that 100? This is a plan 15 years in the making or 150 years in the making? Because I would believe both at this point in this game series. Okay, it's 15. Okay, it's 15. Okay. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edward. It's a strange situation I find myself in, I'll admit. No kidding. Okay, what about Yogi? Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. You just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. And then there was the earthquake that kind of made you go crazy. The quake was incredibly strong. Soda can. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long. Sneeze. Oh, we were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the dark. I don't think elevators are like made to be airtight locks. But okay. We became unsettled. Help, I can't clear. I said, quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. We'll just use more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring at the ceiling. In court, Yami Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprived and stress had caused temporary insanity. Looks like he had, like, all the time insanity. Now. Yeah, but you got, like, stories of people, like, again, it's not like it's sealed tight from the actual vent in the like the whole building would have to fall apart for the air vents to be like crunched in on themselves. Stuck in an elevator. I'm gonna say record. Okay, yeah, on 1986, Clively was eventually rescued on January 2nd after spending a total of 6 days stuck. A world record for the longest time trapped in a lift. Okay, they use the word lift. Yep, Englishman. Okay, so, okay. Longest time trapped. Again, they're elevators. Oh, blimey. Well, if it's England, they probably have, like, freaking butlers and corgis. Emotional corgis. that just ride the elevator all day. My God, could you imagine like a little corgi dressed up as a little bellboy? This letter to get revenge on her. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right, yeah, there's something else I've been troubling these days. I didn't know whether or not to tell you. You mean the nightmare? So you've had the nightmares. It's like repressed memories. Yeah, again, I don't think elevators are... Okay, now I gotta Google this. Google. Are elves real? Okay. Elevators. What are smart elevators? No, I don't think so. Are elevators airtight? Elevator cars are typically not airtight. A minimum required of ventilation opening is provided in order to meet the safety standards. Myth 8. Myth 8. If a cable snaps from too much weight, elevators can fall down the shaft. Typically, elevators are not supported by a single cable, but by 4 to 10 of them at a time. If the elevator snaps, it just becomes unmovable or can be moved. Okay. How long would elevator... Oh, screw you, Cora. Anyway, they say, like, even if, like, 16 breaths per minute, using around 10 liters, I mean, we could breathe... They say 33 hours. 33.5 hours. And that's one person. But again, elevators are not airtight. So again, I would say if there were a fire too, and smoke inhalation were getting up into the... Like, the fire was sort of semi under control, but you had, like, the smoke, like, causing the, you know, what that word I just used a second ago, and was proud of myself. The crime you committed. Now I can't remember. Smoke inhalation. There we go. Yeah! And come to think, the time has come to tell you. The nightmare. The last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. Why don't you take that nightmare before, or Freddy versus Jason drug that makes you not have any dreams? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. Okay. Don't shout. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you doing? Stop breathing my air! He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was the evidence from the day in the court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Oh, so he threw a gun at his father. Bang. Which typically guns, I think, are also meant to be, like, actually pretty throw-proof. And with that scream, I wake up. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. So you think you threw the gun and it went off. Again. Okay. I'm pretty sure, like, on Mythbusters, they did this. They said that, you know... Can a gun go off if I drop it? Bump a firearm may accidentally discharge. Okay, dropping. Okay. Dropping a gun. The short answer is yes, the gun goes off when it's dropped. Okay, hold on. Gun dropped, inertia discharge. Can a gun go off frequently? The short answer is yes. The gun can go off. Blah, blah, blah. The fictional venues often depict it easier than it does happen, but it can go off. Usually a constant phenomenon, inertia discharge. It occurs to say semi-automatic pistol whose firing pin floats. Oh. Wired case 2, not a lesson. And what is this? This is something outdoors. Okay, this is a guns. This is pretty much just a gun magazine. And I guess they would have why would they say, oh, I think a gun nuts would be like, oh, guns are so safe, you could just, you could toss them everywhere, they won't go off. So I think being the first to admit that a gun can go off if you drop it. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Edgeworth. I thought it was the only sent me saying for him, but what if I was wrong? What if it was real? They say something people shout out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it, they're saying to get your revenge on Miles Edwards. Think about it, Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edwards, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal, the DL6. This is bad. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. I don't think you did it. Here is Nick, someone else who knows about the... Okay, so we gotta go back. I know where this is going now. Move. Don't worry, don't be so grumpy. We're going back to the criminal case department. We're gonna look for some stuff. Gumshoe won't be here today. Really? I think he shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, move. Huh. Detention center. Good. Huh. Okay. Isn't there like a... Do I give this back to someone? That's not possible. The world ended yesterday? You must be reading predictions for the future. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to talk to Grossman? Can I do that? Oh, wait. No, just wait. I'm not seeing Grossman here. Okay, 1 day left. I know. No time to waste. What are we going to do? Talk. Any ideas? Okay. Move. Oh, I can go from there to Grossman to here? Okay. I'm not sure if Grossman... Maybe Grossman did do it. Well, hello there. No kidding. I can't believe it. My. Calm down. Fresh lemons and whatnot. It's Mr. Edwards. He. Okay, so we explain everything. I see. So Edward dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. Wonder what? If that's the case, then why do you two look so worried? Yeah, I'm starting to have suspicions now. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. It leads me to... Her dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles drew the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his bailiff, and his career as a bailiff was wrecked. Okay. Oh, really? That's the way they only have 2 poses, and then they just, like, tweak his mustache? Statue of limitations so close. Okay, let's just talk about this. Gregory, what do you know about his dad? It was offensive. Oh, without peer, okay. It sounds like right, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer. Think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fey. Oh, my sister. Gregory Edwards was very disapproving of his technique. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forging testimonies and evidence are nothing new to him. And people know about this crap? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair, as it were. I see. Mia, okay, yes, thank you. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fay. I am Gridge Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff. Well, I mean, from his ghost perspective, that's why my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now I think about it, it seems that the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. He must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. The Edgeworth dad lied to protect his son. It's only possible. Wait, are we actually believing that, like... Okay, I would believe that the ghost... Like, it would have been too dark for him to figure out who shot. Okay, what the hell? What am I doing now? Present you with what? Okay, here, shithead. Oh, is this a letter? They killed Hammond. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won the innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is this? This letter? I've seen this handwriting before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It was Karma. Could it be Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I'm not sure. Von Karma, wait. You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time in court. Okay, so it was him? One who told Mr. Yogi to kill. Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? The file on the DLC case? It took 50 years to get it, so tomorrow we'll see the competition of 2 trials, all thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DLC has done never be eased. Okay, such a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did. Sorry? About what? I think I'll stay out of this one. Wait, what did you do? I forget. Oh, you leaked the name to the thing, didn't you? Okay. Okay, we got that. Oh, we already did that one. Oh. Okay, case summary. To Red White. Wait, what? What's Red White? Okay. The nightmare, because there's nothing really to do. Ah, no, I'm not gonna show him this. Huh. That's weird. Why is there a bullet hole coming from the inside? Nick, no, that's a photo of his dad. What is this? Nothing. Okay. Sorry, I'm not sure what I can do to help you with this. It was a case that changed my life. Check the talking options of Grossberg. Oh. Okay, so I gotta go back. Okay, sorry, I decided to trauma you. Why did the bullet go from... That's weird. If his dad was already sitting down. Move. Grossberg. There's another option? Oh, I guess so. If it's truly he would know that Miles Edwards had accidentally killed his own father. He'd say as much tomorrow, I think. They'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edwards guilty. But he should. How could Vaughn know about Edwards' past like that, even if Edwards thought it was a nightmare? That I do not know, because he shot his dad. Because if some bullet was coming from the outside, he didn't make it through the trial unscathed. What happened in the trial between Edward's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Including accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he had lost the trial which Edward's accusation stood, faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career. Okay, so that's why. He's going insane. Wow, this is getting juicy. Must have been quite a shock to Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that. It's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in the years of prosecution. Doesn't even take vacations? Don't tell me you've never been to Europe. The only time he took a vacation from work, I believe that penalty upset him a lot. Why would he take such a long vacation? I won't let him. Even if the accidental, you can tell it's getting late because I'm just kind of skipping through things. But even accidentally murder is murder, you know. I just believe in Edward's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. And Mr. Edwards admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I know he's not guilty. Because he didn't, because the gunshot with police files might... Okay, police files. That's what I was waiting for. The police materials, Why do I have to go from there to there? Yeah, that's how Japanese law views it. Manslaughter, self-defense, both the criticism murder under Japanese law. Weird. I don't think Gumshoe will come in today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Gumshoe's pounding the pavement. Check the records room. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Oh, Von Karma's in the record room. Oh wait, is he trying to steal something? Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Yeah. Unless he's skulking. Okay, examine. Oh, one of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Labeled unsolved cases, evidence. Uh-oh. The file D6 is completely empty. What are you do? Oh, so that's him. Eek. On Karma. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? You don't see each other every day, didn't we? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edwards defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They were like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. Oh, he's got the insane look. Oh, is this the taser? This is the taser. What you got there? A romanticist who still can't shed the veneer of altruism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an extra graduate degree, didn't you? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. Well, what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing, after all? The son of the most bitter rival. As my dear attorney, is none of your business. Oh, you're a psychopath. Now be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Aunt Edwards will melt his own guilt. His own guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your research, your homework so, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles will tell the court tomorrow. So Vonner is going to bring up the DL6 incident. Can I just shoot him? Oh, you think I prosecuted you defense attorney information? Bah. Okay, how about this shit? This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanagoni to commit murder. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So now, isn't this place also, like, covered with security cameras? Thanks, Dick. You mean you wrote the letter to Mr. Yami? Yes, my dear. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. Oh, no. Nick? Oh, so that's the taser. A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. It goes through your body like a dog touched with an electric fence. Many people don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No. Oh! Oh, is this going to awaken her abilities? Maya, out of my way. No. Is she okay? Oh. Maya? Maya. Are you okay? Mia. Wait, is it... How do I pronounce it? Whatever. The letter. Did he take it? Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me cold. I'm useless. I'm not good musician. I can't even call my sister. Oh no. It's still holding. What is this, a bullet? Incidents have been taken from afterwards. I remember. My Kermit was holding this when he was behind and jumped him. Oh, I got one bullet. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not worthless. I'll prove it to you tomorrow in court. So there's one bullet, and the bullet pattern matches the gun, and the gun is who he gave. Okay. Now, wouldn't there be, like, security cameras? Like in the police office? Like, that's the one thing you couldn't do. Like, especially in, like, the freaking evidence lounge. It's like, oh, hey, this is where we keep our evidence. There's a security cam right there. Hey, Vaughn, why the hell did you taser these two people? What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off. for the taser gun. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Again, I think that shock is going to give her looking so glum. I hope it doesn't push him too hard. Well, what are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone. Who are you, pal? Okay. What's gotten into that girl? Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fears. Promise I've captured our runaway culprit. Oh, so we can cross-examine now. And that means the bird will maybe say something. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Why would he want revenge on Edward if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Oh, so he's putting on the whole, like, senile... Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Oh, so even he got it out of him. Understood. And don't awed by silence everything he says. Very well. Opening statements. Right. Thanks to the negotiations, the boat rental capture has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense attorney insisted the caretaker was the arrester. However, the caretaker is yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. Lives in the boat rental house, yada yada. In addition, he has currently lost his memory of his name and identity. Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I left court. I really was about leaving yesterday, like I did. And I really wasn't running away or nothing. I just went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I'd got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Yeah, I mean, I'd need one of those emotive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands. And I don't have that thing. He has to know his name. Yanni, Yanni, you're proving I'm going to prove it. Okay, I really don't know. Sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. You recall you did not run away and just leaving. I heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. And Ryan, I said the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. But I wasn't running away for nothing. Food. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmet, you see. He only eats high-quality bird pellets from France. You only have them in the pet store downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the shack? Well, kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things. The police... Yeah, again, when you have to keep saying the witness has trouble remembering crap. Oh yeah, nice try, Montgomery. No one's gonna buy that. I'm gonna go look at jingling keys. Lost. You haven't lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, it seems like it. Anything you do for this incident. Or maybe you're lying about having memory loss. The witness has been quite clear that he has no memory of who he is. Claim he's lying, then show proof. Sure. I must have proof. What's going on with co-careers? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses. Please continue. I need one of those motivations, right? Hmm. Hmm. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edwards and the victim. That's why you took revenge on them. Okay, you can't say that. Witness has no memory. Several years ago, you can't hold on. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be... Yes, Your Honor? Memory is quite lack, therefore. Does anything have to do with this current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he had nothing to do with the case and no motive. The statements are both lies. Are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh ho ho. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself. Don't play dumb. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DLC incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. What is the... But what does this mean? Like, can I call the bird and have the bird say, don't forget the DL6 incident? No to the conclusions. This man, the witness is fascinating. However, approved to the court. It's a court law. You need proof. This is it. I have to do it this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi, what do I do now? Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yami Yogi? Say, okay, it's actually quite simple, Your Honor. Please take this man's fingerprints and compare it to the fingerprints on the file. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. You burnt all the things. The witness has no fingerprints. Yeah, it was. You see, before I worked as a security, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingertips working on this stuff. Yep. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. I guess we have no way to prove his identity. That's okay. Fingerprinting is just like... Oh, I know everything. I just can't prove it, but I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify. Nick, what are you doing? I don't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? I can... Wait a second. Cross-examination is apparent. What is it, Nick? Oh, is he gonna do it? Your Honor? The defense would like to up on his proposal. On my proposal? I would like to cross-examine the witness parrots. Yay! We're doing the parrot! Order? Well, what do you think? You doing it? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You're there who suggests I have the right to do as you suggest. Very well. If you're so desperate, then please bring... Of course you should go with this. And nothing comes of it. I hope you're all ready for the consequences. Well? Yeah, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Except the parrot. She's the last chance. Again. Bring in the parrot. The parrot has also run away. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Must be heard to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify to us. Okay. Hello, hello, Spot. So you got certainly the most concise testimony I've heard so far. Very well, good. I don't know. What do I do, Maya? I forget. Okay. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. You talked to her, right? What do I say? Have we forgotten something? Ollie, have we forgotten something? Don't forget the DL6. Hello, Spock. That's not what's supposed to happen. Something. Oh, hello, Spock. Oh, it's not working. Wait, don't tell me. I was suspecting this. He couldn't have retained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when he asked if something's forgotten? No, something else. Okay. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yeah, sure. Fascinating. You claim that the opponent will identify and then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Oh, remember what the who is your caretaker? You're not gonna prove. Your Honor, the proof of the parrot's name. Right. Here's the case summary. Elevator. Lost trauma and bullet in the murder. Wheeler trapped the elevator with Edward's memory loss. After his arrest, Jenkins committed suicide. Holly. Yep, there it is. DL6 case. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? 3. Very well, Mr. Wright shows the page. Oh. Oh, come on! Page 3! Whatever page 3 is on. Victim data, suspect data. The page says... Indeed it is. What's the name? Polly Jenkins. Wanted to remember his name of his fiancée who committed suicide. Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My grandchildren is a dog she calls Phoenix. Sounds like you got a pretty sick-ass granddaughter there. Wait, you've reproduced? Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more time. It's just one more piece of evidence. Oh my gosh! Is her daughter the... Is his daughter the whip girl? Okay. Alright, you must speak to me. Okay, I can't believe you're speaking to a parrot. Well, I guess we could try to get some information out of her. Oh my gosh, his daughter is the whip girl. Oh my gosh. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh, squawk, squawk. But that's it. Eunice, you can't just say hello, Inspector. Right. Ah. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 129. And what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming... Actually, it does. Indeed, ridiculous. How did he enter his safe? Caretaker is. Show us proof. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. Case summary suspect the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. That's today's date. 15 years ago. The number is 1228. You use the date. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. It's not tangible proof. I set my ATM number to 00001 because I'm number one. There's nothing to do with the date. Nothing. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, the two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Ah, cool. I accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. He looks totally different. He seems to be acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. State your name for the press. My name is Yanni Yogi. Many years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, Yanni? So, it was you who killed Robert Hammond, and then tried to frame Miles Edwards for his death. Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness 15 years ago, so he just admits it. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in perfect detail. It was a plan for me to... So, wow, this guy's just spilling everything? I don't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment, so you're just admitting it. I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edwards yourself? Yeah, but then we gotta deal with the fact that maybe Edgeworth... Where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I have no room in air for this confession. The defendant is innocent? In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? So wait, is he innocent? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, we are clear of the suspicion of this particular case. I would like to pass judgment on the murder of... Any objections? I don't believe this. Why isn't he saying anything? Edgeworth is going to say something. Okay. No. Hold on. That is all. The court is adjourned. Okay. Okay, he said it. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yomi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 case. He's going to tell them he killed his own father. I'm going to raise an objection. That judgment was already passed. Okay, well, you can't say that. That would be Larry. He missed this new statement. Okay. For 15 years, I would have had a recurring dream, a nightmare. And no, it wasn't a dream. Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the instance of your father. From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything is as clear as day. The murder, the L6 assassinated was me. Now, let's think. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime, a crime in which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious to hold the trial, right here, right now. Oh, cool, we're doing this? Cool, I mean, I got the bullet you dropped yesterday. And this time I will consider appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. On 28th. I'm sorry, Wright. I have just wasted all your effort. The game will save soon. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop for the night. And start the new boss fight. I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective, but it's truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the consequences. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick? What are you doing, huh, Nick? I was just reading through the court records once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what, huh? Isn't it obvious I'm going to prove that Edgeworth is innocent? What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. Now that I assure you to resume our trial. As admitted his own guilt, he has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, cross-examine. I see. Does not have any objection? Is it going to save soon, or are we going to push through? Very well. Miles Edwards, take the stand. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Miles Edgeworth, I am the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father. Is that correct? It is correct. And testify about the matter of the court. One detail didn't quite fit. There will be the key, but only if I can get him to work. Okay. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trial. Oh. As we went to the earthquake struck, trapping us in an elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment then later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. It was Mr. Yogi. And tell them why you thought it was a dream. We were stuck in the elevator for at least 4 hours. Okay, it's, 30... Okay. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost every of the vents. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Cross-examination, please. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Which trial? The trial father was involved in on the day. I don't remember things very clearly. Only two things. I knew my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Oh, shit stain. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 50 years ago. I don't remember the details. Yeah, you do. As we went to the struck the elevator. And there were 3 people, including yourself. Yes? Fine at first, and then after time had passed, no one came to help. My father, Mr. Yogi, lost their composure, began to argue. What did you do then? I was 9 years old at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy hit my foot. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff's. The safety must have come off when it fell out of his holster. And you picked it up, and what happened next? I picked it up and threw it and stopped fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. That the air was getting too thick. I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. And a scream. The gun fired once. The photo will be unusable. Think you may want to save first. The photo? The one that shows the bullet hole? And then him, like, going in 2 different directions? And echoed in my day. A scream. A terrible scream. This day. Yes. There it is. One part of the testimony that clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't know what it means. No, I don't mean the 2 bullet holes. I mean the 1 bullet hole coming from the outside. I bet I can find out quick. Scream. Okay, I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file. It only contradicts the memory. I do enjoy it's the only file you gave me. Case summary. Okay, what was it? Victim summary? Look at the victim file. It says here the murder weapon was shot twice. Oh, again. Okay. While Desert only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The fired shot was the incidental shot, and the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? There were perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot. Your Honor, I am sure you're aware there is an incident 50 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, do we know when that second shot was fired? So wait, fired within the whole... Okay, so you can pick up a gun and like figure out it was shot 1,000,000 times. Asshole. The murder weapon was fired twice, as he had heard. One of those shots was fired at by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you... Do you have any proof that the other shot had been fired something to do? Yeah, sure. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. Impossible. Save your surprise after the evidence. It shows your proof. And that the fire was... Second fire of the pistol is related to the incident. Okay, what? Do you have any evidence that the second fire of the pistol is related to the incident? You said the photo... whatever. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the crime scene 15 years ago. I can see the victim laying in Gregory Edgeworth. This photo proves the murder was fired at the time of the incident. The photo proves it. Let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Actually, obvious the contradiction here. I see a bullet hole in the wall. Your Honor, Gregory was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator. Also on the news. Someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went through the heart, the other went through the elevator door. Remember, the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired ran out. In conclusion, he must agree the second shot was fired by someone else. But who could that someone be? The murderer, of course. I knew I would have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look. One more. Look closely. Try the case summary page. It's page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired, the other bullet. Okay, is this where the second bullet comes in? Order. It's proven one thing. Her rifle was fired twice a day. However, the second bullet was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fly. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's... I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Yeah, I was wrong about the whole incident. What are you doing, Nick? My action is an objection. I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. No. You said... I'm sorry. I said that I thought there was 2 bullets been fired. I was so certain. I thought there was another person, someone who killed the shot. This case stood unsolved for 15 years. I just ask one thing before passing my verdict. Yes, Your Honor. Oh no. Right now. I've been here before. First days in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my eyes I don't know the words. Your Honor? I object. Is right? On what grounds do you object? Oof. It must exist. The second bullet. Okay, here we go. What did you just say? Nothing. If the second bullet must exist, but where? Someone took it. It seems waiting has not produced anything, so I must have took it. The second bullet, it existed. I realize that, Your Honor. Someone took it from the crime scene. That's what happened. The murderer. And then tell us who the murderer is. But why? First of all, why would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet. What was the need of was there some pressing for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it. It's possible a reason they could have had. The reason they took the murder. Huh? Why would you take one of the 2 shots fired? Okay. The murderer didn't need it? I don't have a clue. Okay, I don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it, the murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Didn't think why. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Yes, Your Honor, I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. The murderer had to take the bullet from that scene. Well, for instance, the bullet hit the murderer. Oh. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it had hit you, you would have to take it. It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Wait a second. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but what if that really did happen? So at the time of the murder murderer themselves was shot. And they left the second bullet inside them, thus leaving the only bullet at the crime scene. Yes, there's a problem with that. The only 2 people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yami, were both unharmed. The murder came from outside. Again, it was this asshole. Which is why he took like a 6-month vacation. The pistol discharged. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy lost consciousness. And then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. Oh, because, Von Karma's an insane freak. I tell you, you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it, deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. I just remembered a real crazy thought. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Dealt a blow to his perfect trial. And then he went on a vacation for several months. Ah. Because he was injured. Yeah, there's the theme music. It was a murder in the DLC incident. It was Von Karma. Indicate the possibility of murder from outside. Can you give us the name of the suspect? Oh, should I come out with it? Well, range, should I save it or what? I'd have no proof. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Carry on with the trial then. You meant saved? Damn it! Okay, whatever. All that is left is to finish. Wait, not yet. You heard someone outside. Cannot express anyone. I don't have time to hold the trump card. Your Honor, the suspect is one lone suspect. On karma. On karma? Okay, here's the thing. You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? You don't object. I see no need to. Why honor this ridiculous output to my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. You took pride in your perfect record. Why would you take a long vacation without any reason? And so I can heal from my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who the doctor is. It's no use. Edward, the trial ends today. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. So what, Nick? That's insane. You can't pull out bullets out by yourself. Wait, what does that mean? The bullet has to be saved somewhere. But where? The metal detector! And you produce evidence? Right, I'll prove it. Oh look, the theme song coming back. What? The evidence proof. And it was perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving the evidence. So then I ask you, where's the bullet now? I think it's unlikely that he performed the surgery himself. You don't mean. So what happens if I chose the dog? There is a possibility that the bullet is still in Von Karma. Isn't even possible after all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, can I run this over to you and find out? Oh, look at him. I refuse. You refuse? Maybe this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Oh, okay. So it makes you take the metal detector. Order. Your Honor, the defense requests to be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out to this trial today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. You asshole. You asshole. You could have just walked away. I permit the use of the metal detector. Submit yourself for testing. I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Boy, wouldn't it be weird if you just took your shirt off and then showed a huge scar? Mr. Von Karma? It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it was nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DLC incident. I reclaimed that the bullet in my shoulder was no relation to the DLC. Okay, so he's gonna push this. Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. Let's prove something. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder? Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence of the deal. That's because you took it out of the records yesterday. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Vaughn. DL6, sorry. You were too close, 1 day from freedom. I have proof. What? You would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth. Linked to the DL6 incident. Here's my proof. Oh, that's right. A bullet. Where'd you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This is taken from the heart of the victim. The bullet is preserved quite well with all the ballistic marks intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired which bullet. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet, and the other in shoulder. You can analyze both bullets. Then, how are we going to get the bullet? Are we going to pull it out of him? The very same bullet, in other words, the weapon. Encouraged? You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. I was going to say, at this point, would the, metal... First of all, I think the metal would have poisoned him. Oh, he's going crazy. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Okay, so it's that scream. Right, I said. So that's the scream, huh? Get away. Ah, wooga, wooga, wooga. It's a scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Oh, he's going nuts. He's going scanners. Only who would defy me? So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Oh wow, he's going nuts. Your father shaved me my penalty and my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry, Von Karma. It's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. So wait. Edgeworth? So wait, the judge was the... You're literally saying like crap like I'm covering for you? Penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in darkness. I was in the courtroom. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. Lights must have gone out. I went out to the hallway and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen. To my surprise, a pistol laying at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny. It's even the same animation from the boat. Which is weird since it was the fisherman. Ah, in his last moments, Greg was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was a fool. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? Judge, what? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Very well. Are you innocent and you're guilty? It appears that we have a long maze, 15 years. Mills Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You were innocent, you are innocent. As for it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant Mild Edgeworth not guilty. Cool. So now, but like, and then you're guilty? And the court, wait, no, court. Like, oh crap, I adjourned court without saying he's guilty. Damn it. Okay, everyone gets to walk away. You know what? Screw it. I'm in such a good mood. We're gonna order party subs. Yeah, I know, but like the judge didn't say it. I thought it was pretty close though. I'm sure we had it. I was on the verge of tears myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Kiss me, you fool. Not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I owe you, pal. And tonight, dinner's on me. Oh, dinner's on... at Cece's Pizza. I've actually never been to a Cece's. Although pizza's pizza. Damn, I'm hungry for pizza now. Shit. See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. And that's how you say thank you. I see. I seem foolish. Toppers? I've never heard of toppers. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hi, y'all. Oh, hey, you. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look. Oh, boy. You were the witness, weren't you? I went to college and gave a try to be an investigator, but for journalist, really, that's too bad. And hot dog guy from the park? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Oh, you got dumped. So you're gonna end up with Lotta? She's going to live in Paris. She's leaving me behind. You, Edgy, there you are. Reggie, here's a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration, that's unusual. Harry Butts, you've come a long way too. My treat, pal. So is this the last part of the game? And then we go into the sequel? That's not police talk for prison food, right? Right. Oh no. It's $38. You stole it, didn't you, you asshole? Nick, wasn't that the exact amount? Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule out him as a suspect. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came in to school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest is history. I was never good at history. I suspected I couldn't just picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole school was against you, remember? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Right, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. You should have told me. 15 years ago, the statute of limitations. A defense attorney because of what you did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. A death sentence for both of us. And if I only had known, I'd have been a prosecutor. The other way around, for the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I'd become a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. This is so cute. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up. Oh, photo! They're going to because all in town. We celebrated his newfound freedom. And Joseph was still in detention. The best pizza, a white pizza with mayo. Okay, cool. Oh, I was a little overboard. I went a little overboard. My head hurts. There will be one last thing you need to present. Oh, okay. And maybe I should go to sleep. What's this, a letter? Oh, Maya. Or Maya. Good night, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium training course. I want to help Mr. Edward too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to training. Spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it. I left in a letter. Goodbye, Nick. Oh no! What time is it? God. The first trains for the mountains have already left the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick. Aw. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit who can't talk to spirits. I think we'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Ah! Wait. I never could have saved Edgar without your help. On the last day of the trial, I heard her voice. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yep. Only her voice, but still. It was the very end I lost everything. That's my sister for you. Detective Gunshoe's help, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry, but I have evidence. Oh. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence from the trial. But you were the only one rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This is the bullet that put an end to the Von Karma. Aww. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. I'm going to complete my training. Come back. Okay. You can't run the office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. So this is it. Oh! He's off model. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. A new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't you think you congratulated yet, amateur? Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, that's beautiful. So we beat the game. Well, the first game. Hey, pal, Mr. Edwards came down to Precinct and wished me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, detective! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Now for the bonus case. Well, we'll have to do that later. Huh, Nick? Yeah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at the cheese shop. That's Misty's a nice lady. And she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. She's in Hawaii right now. Oh, cool. Ah, you. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's busy lately, not to ring my own bell. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh, I was his first, yeah. So what is this, like a Parks and Recs, the Office style Phoenix Wright. The defense attorney whom I wrote the... You should have known I've taken management... Oh, he's taken management. Good for you! God, that's right. We did do that. It was like before... Is that before Halloween? Yes. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Oh, yes. My understudy. I wonder... the days of my youth, like the scent of a lemon. Hey, Cyber. Or Cypher. We beat the game. If this doesn't end with Von Karma on the electric chair, I don't know what will. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. He can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Uh-oh. DVDs, what is DVD letterbox? But I'm supposed to get those straight. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Publicity? Is that something? In games? I got a letter from Mia the other day. Sounds like she's got a cold standing under a waterfall. Oh. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, come on. Oh, you. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk about Pink Princess, all right? You know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It's kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. So wait, you didn't even know that? You don't know who actually acts as the Pink Princess samurai? Oh, there's a lot of... Yeah, I remember being right, that lawyer guy. Me, I'm trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind there's a ghost. Oh! Oh, it's a sister. Cool. Executive producer. I bet there is a ghost. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, that's great. Wait, are those dinner mints or is that confetti? Capcom. Oh. Oh, you're right. Hey! A brand new episode has been added. To save my progress? Yeah, what was that? That's weird. These are different. No, 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 no. We've gone like an hour over time. And that's the signal from the Intermedia. I don't have the PlayStation on. Weird. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get involved. I hope that cutscene pops open again when we turn it on. Yeah, thank you for joining me. I guess that was the end of our first Phoenix Wright game. We'll have to play more. Yeah, I bought the trilogy on Steam. And if you're interested, I mean, I just played the whole game in front of you, but if you're interested in it, they've got the trilogy available on Steam too for like a pittance. I think I bought it for a pittance. It might not be on sale anymore. Anyway, stale. I was going to say a combination of Steam and sale. Oh, they got it on PlayStation 2? The PS4? That's cool. Anyway, tomorrow, I don't know, more I don't know. We'll see. Maybe more foam stars. Maybe more Liza P. Fortnite has new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle powers. We'll take a look. In the meantime, if you guys could do me a favor and stay cool, stay safe, and stay tuned, I will see you all later. Let's see, Apollo Jackson is supposed to be really good. It's a sequel starring a new cast. You may have to emulate it, though. Apollo Justice. Huh, I've heard that name before. Anyway, bye. Have a good one. See ya.